Greetings, Raider Nation. This week we are taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. Yeah. Well, I am a bit more optimistic going to this game than I was earlier this season. For albeit we let go a lot of yards against Oklahoma State, and we had a shit ton of penalties, we still performed pretty well on not only our defense, but our offense also performed better than they have been. I mean, sure, we still up a lot of yards, but while I was expecting going into that game, I think we did a much better job than anyone could think. And offense, Webb was actually keeping us in the game for the most part. I mean, yes, he did have a few costly turnovers, but I felt like those could be worked on because he's still young and all, and I'm not expecting to be perfect because not every quarterback could be a Johnny Manziel or a Jameis Winston, but yeah, when he went down at the end of the game, I got a bit worried. For, as I said in my post-game video, Mahomes, I don't trust him that much. And whether or not Webb is going to play in the game this week against Kansas State, it's going to be the deciding factor. For Kansas State has a really damn good team, and we should not have a question like that on any side of our personal offense, which is what we need to survive in a conference like the Big 12. I mean, it's going to be a tough game, and a deciding factor on who's going to win this game is, of course, whether or not Tech can keep down the penalties. For this is a Kansas State squad, and as everyone knows, this team is highly disciplined and they don't let go a lot of penalties. I mean, they did against Iowa State, I think, but that wasn't an anomaly, and they were playing away, so there's that too. And at home, they're going to be a bit more careful with regards to the penalties, but we really have to watch our ass. For we are leading the nation in penalty yards, and I want that stat to go. I want that stat to go away completely. I don't want to be number one. I don't want to be anywhere near the top. But given what I've seen so far Tech this season, I don't know if we can perform that well. I mean, we've shown some hope of slowing down the penalty yards, but not a whole lot. And getting over 150 was just disgusting. Hopefully this game can keep it under 100, for that's what we need to do. We need to play perfectly, or as close to perfect as we can get. And now our defense is going to get a really good test as well against the triple option of the Kansas State offense, which is an extremely hard thing to defend against, even against good defenses. And given how our defense is suspect against the run, still, it's going to be interesting how we respond. Well, we did pretty well against Oklahoma State, but this is Kansas State. This is a team that has a lot of tricks up their sleeve on offense. And the quarterback, Jake Waddles, is a dual threat quarterback who has the second highest amount of rushing yards on the team by a slim margin behind, what's his name? Let's see here. Sorry guys, here we go, and it's Jones, yeah. So, it's going to be a true test for our defense to be able to hold them. They love running the ball. Though they can throw the ball as well as anyone else can in the Big 12. This is a team that really likes running it up the gut and throwing off the opponent's defense. And we gotta make sure we do not let them break out in the open field or let them gain big yardage or any sort of momentum. For we don't need them controlling the pace of the game at all. We need to be the ones in charge of the clock, especially going into Manhattan. Especially given the way we've been performing so far this season. And as I said, on offense, albeit we have some great playmakers on offense, a key factor in whether or not we win the game is if Webb plays. For I believe we will win this game if Webb plays, or at least have a really good shot at winning. If Mahomes, we're not going to win this game. I mean, sure, we have a good run, but given how shaky he was against Oklahoma State and how he is still making a lot of really young mistakes, trying to do too much at once, I don't know. Maybe on long hill, maybe he was just kind of trying to get something to happen at the end. Maybe he performed better at the start. I don't know, but from what I've seen so far of him, he does have a lot of potential in him, but right now I don't see him winning us the game if he gets in there. I mean, it'll be a blowout loss by us if Mahomes is in quarterback position, I'm predicting. But if Webb's in it, I see it being a pretty high-scoring game that'll be really close until the end. Now, this is a bit interesting because I'm going to give two scores. One, what I think Webb is in, and the other one, what happens if I think Mahomes is in. If Mahomes is in, I see us only scoring 21 points. And I'll see Kansas State scoring 48. Now, if Webb is in, I see us going, well, 42, and I'll see K-State scoring 38. Now, why a vast difference in scores? Well, as most people know, if your offense is on fire and gaining momentum, it's going to inspire the defense to perform really well, which I think will happen. I mean, we caught glimpses of that against Oklahoma State. It was a pretty close game. So, hopefully Webb is okay. And if Mahomes is in, let's hope I'm wrong. Yeah. Until after the game, later nation. Guns up, way to power, and welcome tech. Oops.